What's going on? Look at this. Girls! Where did we cross last time? Can't seem to find the place anymore. Of course, it was near the oak tree. I don't think we're going to cross here today, sweetie. Ah, so he's still here. God damn it. Let's see how long that lasts. It needs a good clean, that's for sure. That was not the hood. Where's the hood? It's actually the trunk. Wires hanging loose here. I don't think you guys can see anything now.
Where is the... Maybe it doesn't have one. Maybe it's just here. Nope. Nope.
What are you girls doing outside?
Wrong side. All cleaned out. It has some more, it's not as spotless as I thought. Like here's a very bad paint job. And the handle for the trunk, the hood, it's missing. There's just like a piece of wire. This here would be the most important part for a functioning car. Something hanging here. Here's a stick for looking at the oil. That doesn't look that bad. Don't know what's going on here though. Air inlet. Yeah, you guys know how much I know about cars, right? Not that much. I think there should be liquid in here though. Seems like there should be coolant in there actually. What more do we have? Windshield wiper is filled up with water. And this is probably the brake fluid. There doesn't seem to be much in there. But if I unscrew it, then there's like a mechanism in there, so I can't really see how full it is. It is the brake though. We don't need brakes to start out with. We do need a battery. So coolant is really also not a problem because we're not gonna run it hot now. It's gonna run it all now. The battery seems quite new. And we need air in the tires before we go anywhere. Yeah, that's completely dead. See if there's still anything left in there. It said 1.6. Now it says 0. So that's probably gonna mean we need a new battery. Volts. Car. Let's make sure we turn the ignition on. Yeah, that's probably going to take a while.
Come on, girls. Let's do our daily obstacle course.
I have no idea if we can cross the river now.
Zoe, I think we'll go here, sweetie. Careful, sweetie. This way. Where's Zoe? Zoe!
We'll see about this tomorrow.
Hey, Zoe. Entra.
So we needed to work on our own electricity tonight, but Maria has no electricity. There is electricity on the wires though. Maria! Maria!
João, anda cá.
É, João.
Dei logo sinal que o João já estava cá. Porque ele é bebezinho, não, amor? Ele é bebê. Então vai lá para casa, para o lume. Está muito frio, deita lá no sofá, anda lá para baixo, anda lá. Fofinho.
Let's just take some stuff out and see if it's gonna work. Partially. Okay, so there's 4 wires chucked in this one 10 amp breaker. So I now disconnected 3. See if it stays on now. that circuit it stays on. Which circuit is it? Ah! The house. That's good. Doesn't mean the problem is fixed. What more do we have? We had the pump. This is the pump. That's way up there on the other hill. That is disconnected now. There was this other wire coming from up there, and there's another wire coming from up there. Let me see, the two thick ones both go out here. Where's that going? Ah. Ah, I know already. The garage, where we just were with the car, it has an adega next to it. And this is this wire. And I think there might be a problem there, because I can't detect any problem in Maria's house herself. So let's see if that holds true. Let's take the power off. All the power, just to be sure. Then we connect everything up except that cable. But which one is that? Possibly the right one. Oh yeah, because the other one goes to the pump. Look here. Ah, hier is. Experimentar.
Tu és um espetáculo, João. Tu és um espetáculo.
Problema na adega.
Ai, é capaz.
E agora
Está lá
adega.
onde está.
Sim.
Queres a chave da adega?
E adega.
Já fica assim e amanhã tiras.
Adega na luz. Aqui.
Ui, a adega. Ah, já cortaste?
Sim.
Ah, pronto, já arranjaste.
E agora.
Já tem luzinhas.
Luz.
Amor. Tu és um espetáculo, João. Tu és um espetáculo. Mereces tudo e mais alguma coisa, oh, João. Tu és um espetáculo.
See that we cover it up for Maria, you never know. Tens luz. Boa. Ta-da. Ha! The ghost town electrician fixed that very easily. And now he drops the camera. This is the adega. Maria gave us the key, so tomorrow we can take a look. There are some roof tiles missing also. I think some water shorted the circuit. Where's my girls? Where is my girls? Huh? Oh, huh? Who opened the door? Did you open the door? Malandras. Malandras. Now we also need to do some stuff on our own electricity. Because tomorrow the guy from the Iriges, from the electricity company, should be coming. I hope. Although I expect maybe they can also postpone it, because there are still villages around here that don't have any power. So I guess they are very busy also. And this is not that big of a priority compared to people who have no power. But I did buy some breakers and some stuff. Because I don't know if like they take out this breaker, can I still like somehow disconnect the power? Because this is only 25 amp now. And we need to replace that with at least like 40 amps. So that we can actually use the power that we're paying for. So I was thinking of like removing it today, putting another one in, 40 amps. So that if the guy comes tomorrow and I can't disconnect the power anymore, that I at least have the right breaker there. You guys still following along? Maybe some coffee. Tea. Tea. So I actually bought the wrong thing. This is a 300 milliamp and I needed a 30 milliamp. We have here a 30 amp, but that's on 30 milliamps. This is for like protection for... This one is protection for fire and stuff, and the other one is a protection for if you touch it or if there is like a short circuit or something. I'm not exactly sure, but the fact is I bought 300 milliamps and I should have bought 30 milliamps. And the funny thing, or not funny thing, is that I now remember that I had this issue before and I looked it up before already. I just didn't remember when I was in the shop. So now we have an issue because we only have a 25 amp breaker, which is not going to be the full capacity of my connection that I can have tomorrow if the guy comes, hopefully. So either we can put this thing in and then just use it as a switch, but then it has to remain in there also, because we won't be able to replace it unless the power goes down, but then you don't know when the power comes up again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the guy tomorrow if he comes. He comes very early, I think. I'm going to ask him, maybe he has like a normal breaker 40 amps that we can put in. Or otherwise I can ask him like maybe what's the best solution. We can always put this in tomorrow if this is the only solution. So yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for that.